Welcome everyone to Haven of Horror. As always, I am Subject, and I have Robert and Noah. I don't know this movie well enough to have clever nicknames. But in case you haven't noticed from the thumbnail, the video description, the picture that is the background of the stream, we are watching Diary of the Dead. Robert doesn't believe in blind commentary, so he's already watched it.
That's good.
And Noah, you've
It's
never
probably for the
seen this
best.
before, right?
Yep. I'm the guy. So there has to be one guy that comes here unprepared, and that's me.
I mean, I also kind of came unprepared. I didn't rewatch this. I have seen this before, but not since like the initial DVD release. I watched it and went, that was okay, and then just kind of never went back. Robert, real quick, I do just want to say I love your Romero collection,
Oh, thank you.
and I'm going to
Yes.
use that to segue into what's kind of become a thing on our show, new acquisitions. Did either of you buy anything new this week in the horror genre?
I don't believe so. At least nothing that's come in yet.
Okay. I have two things to
Not
show
me.
that are related to this movie tangentially. The first is Land of the Dead in 4K
Oh my
with the
God.
original artwork, which I much prefer. Maybe it's nostalgia,
Yeah, that's a
but
better.
this is the DVD that I had.
That's a better poster anyway, at least than the one I'm thinking of.
Which one are you thinking of?
Isn't there like a red background or something, and it's just kind of like a shot of just like a bunch of zombies standing there
I think I've seen that on like a previous release.
for land?
On,
I
on
haven't
like
seen.
on like an old Blu-ray or DVD or something. I think.
I
It
haven't
sounds right.
seen that one, but so this is an upgrade for me because I bought the Shout Factory Blu-ray, and that one is the main gas station zombie, face front center, and it's green. It's not bad,
Okay.
but I just there's something about this I prefer. It's a standard Shout Factory release. No reversible artwork, unfortunately. um, but they did the review that I read of this before I bought it did say it was a step up from their Blu-ray. But funnily enough, so I was definitely going to get this because I want the first four on 4K. I like all four of them, but I bought this during a shout sale on Power Ranger stuff because you had to get to a certain threshold to get the Power Rangers movie on Blu-ray for free. So I threw this in and it counted. I was so happy.
Hell yeah.
And
awesome.
then Noah, I have not told you about that I bought this. I have told Roberts. Shaun of the Dead, the 20th anniversary edition.
Hey.
I initially wasn't going to buy this one because this is the one that they did that CGI blood thing at the beginning to show why he
Yeah.
slips. But I read some reviews just on a whim, and apparently this is a better transfer than like the trilogy pack that I have because that is a 2K upscale and this is an original 4K scan of the negative. So this is
Okay.
a better version of the movie. We'll have to see what the CGI blood puddle looks like if you even notice it, but apparently
Yeah.
this is the better. And because this
I
literally
like that. That's
one?
always been baffling to me when I heard that they were change that part. But actually I've held out on getting the Cornetto trilogy on 4K just because I heard that they were just upscales. So
Yes.
if they do the rest of them like that,
So,
then I'll probably
get
buy
this
them.
one. I paid like
Okay.
$15 for this. I'm sad I didn't get the
Okay.
Steelbook, but and because this just came today, I haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap yet.
We'll do a fresh watch. We'll all get the Shaun of the Dead 4K and then we'll do that.
Well, we're still waiting for you to get the Night of the Living Dead 4K.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, weird. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of 4K movies of dead
Yeah.
movies coming out. You got as John just said, Shaun of the Dead and Land of the Dead, and also Tom Savini's remake of Night of the Living Dead. That 4K is coming out. I don't know if that's released yet, or if I'm just because I'm not going to be getting my copy for a few weeks. I don't know what the actual release date on that is, but keep an eye out.
It's mid-September. Ooh, okay. This is neat. The discs are designed to look like records.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You can
You
throw
couldn't do this for rights issues, but I wish one of them was like Batman and the other.
Yeah.
Prince.
First record I ever bought. So I do want to try to watch this very, very soon. I do have to commend them. I don't normally like when we change the artwork because usually it's for the worst. This isn't bad. I don't think it's too bad. It's just them from the front. It is funny that like
Alright.
every artwork I see of this has him with the cricket bat. He has that for like 5 minutes in the movie.
That's
It's
true.
the
Yeah,
iconic shot.
Yeah, I
it's his
guess
signature
so.
weapon for one scene. Yeah, but at least you can tell these are taken from old, production photos from
Yeah.
the actual movie. It's not like weird AI art or
Well,
something.
because I just noticed this. This is his outfit at the end because he's got the headband on, but he's holding the cricket bat. That's not even in the movie.
He should be holding the gun.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They just gave him some props. Well, on the main poster, isn't the girlfriend character? Isn't she like holding chains or something?
Yes.
I don't,
Yeah.
does she ever have that in the movie?
Oh.
No. God, can you believe it's been
And-
20 years?
God, don't remind me. I remember when that was like a new movie.
Yeah.
That
Oh, I
that
don't.
poster, and I mean, it works for the movie because she is like a main character and it is a love story. But those posters always looked weird, like with the rest of the Cornetto trilogy, where you had like that trio for the first one, and then the next two are always just like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Well,
So
it's
you
because
line them
this
all
is the
up, it's
best of the
weird.
trilogy.
Well, but then the World's End, you got a whole group of characters in the poster.
That's true. Some of the posters did have like the whole
But-
ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Simon and Nick are still front and center.
And it looks like this does come with a new kind of retrospective documentary that I'm excited to watch, with Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, and Nick Frost. Do you think this is Hagrid's
Yeah.
origin story?
That's my headcanon.
Yeah, so Hagrid's a zombie in the HBO show.
Yeah. I wondered if it would take either of you a minute to remember that he's playing Hagrid in the new show.
Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah, that's the most interesting casting so far.
No, that's just correct.
See, I thought
casting.
I thought it was Robert, but then they showed that picture of him, and it just looks like the movie version.
It does.
I don't.
I mean, he's Hagrid.
yeah,
I know.
I don't know that. Anyway,
That's a different conversation.
yeah. So we're here to watch Diary of the Dead, which is my pick. This is Romero's 5th zombie movie. Robert, you tend to do a little research when we come into one of these, especially if it's a movie you haven't seen. Did you dig up any dirt on Diary of the Dead?
I didn't find any like interesting fun facts or tidbits or nothing. Of course, I know that Land of the Dead happens probably because of movies like 28 Days Later, but then of course the remake of Dawn of the Dead comes
Dawn,
out, and
yeah.
that's a huge hit. So like those movies are why Hollywood comes knocking on Romero's door and says, "Hey, make another zombie movie," and he's like, "Okay," because he couldn't get work doing anything else. So
Which is funny
that's why Land of the Dead
because
happens, and then that's just all he makes after that.
Diary was a real small release. I think this is technically back to his indie roots.
Yeah, possibly.
And you notice none of the boutique labels have picked this one up. Nobody wants this movie. Which is a shame. I think it does deserve a boutique release. It is still a Romero movie. And Shout Factory can't tell me they're above doing this. They put out Ghost of Mars on 4K.
That's true. They are determined to do John Carpenter's entire
Entire
filmography just to have 4K steelbooks of every single one. But I would think Arrow would probably do this, 'cause
Maybe,
Arrow
but
does a lot of schlocky B movies.
Shout Factory has done Diary, Land.
You mean Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to like
David-
play that back in my head. I was like, wait a minute.
John.exe is rebooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can edit that later with like the printer like, like
But they've done two of his movies plus the Dawn remake.
Yeah. I can see them. I can see Scream doing this one.
Yeah. And then Survival
funny,
of the
though,
Dead
that,
is
like-
its own beast.
Not to get ahead of ourselves too much, but it is funny how I've always seemed to me that this one has the worst reputation of all of his movies, or at least one of the worst. But you posted in our group chat earlier, it has a decent Rotten Tomato score, which
Yeah.
I was surprised to see.
From memory, I didn't hate this movie. It was just like, oh, that wasn't as good as even the last one. And I know I like Land of the Dead more than the two of you. Robert.
well, in Land of the Dead, I still haven't seen it full. Just
Oh,
like, I've seen parts of
okay.
it, but
I thought you'd
I
seen
still
that.
haven't watched that. I've
Okay.
just seen parts of it.
What a fraud. Okay, last
I think
question
it's
before we
okay.
get started because it's bugging me. Is that the Scream Factory Day of the Dead Blu-ray or a different one?
Yes. No,
Okay.
that is a Scream Factory.
I forgot that they have the
reverse.
reversible cover because I just have the default one. So it's like, where did you get that artwork? All right, and then that's the out of print Blu-ray for Dawn. That's impressive.
That's true. Or it's a bootleg. Who's to say?
Where'd my timer go?
I bought it on eBay. That's all I'll say.
Buy a proper release, you fraud.
No, I got this years ago before the 4K Epic release came out. I still need to get that.
All right, is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2. I lost my timer again. 1. Play. I am very curious to revisit this because when I revisited Survival, I was like, this is really bad.
Yeah, sometimes I hear this is his worst zombie movie. Other people say Survival is. So,
Mhm.
see what we think of it.
Yeah.
And before we get too far into it, I believe Noah and I are watching this on Amazon Prime, so we might have a couple
Yes.
commercial breaks in the middle. So we might have to pause this a couple times, just FYI.
Yeah, you fucking
So I mean, I
cheapskates.
don't. Usually, when you have a movie with ads on Prime, does the player have like a dot to indicate when the ad breaks are for you?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
I
I'm not
believe
seeing.
mine does.
I'm not seeing that anywhere on mine. So,
Well, in mine opened with like 3 minutes ads. I had to let that play before we started. But
Okay,
it sounds
so-
like you just started and it went into it.
yeah. So I guess just let us know if you get an ad break.
Okay, yeah, just let us know. So I should say off the bat, this movie is at a disadvantage, because I hate found footage.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. Found.
Um,
Well, okay, so I'll just say I'll back off a bit. I don't hate found footage as a concept, but I don't have a good track record with a lot of found footage movies. I don't like the first Cloverfield.
That movie gave
Um,
me a headache.
I don't care for a lot of the Paranormal Activity type stuff, but I'm not against it in concept.
Isn't Wreck a found footage movie?
Yes. So I hate
That's
found
often hailed
footage
as
in
one
the
of them.
majority. There are 2 exceptions. Rec 1 is really good, and then I am a big fan of Chronicle.
Chronicle's also popular. And have you seen the remake of Wreck, Quarantine? Do you care for that one
Unfortunately.
at all? Okay, so it sounds like you're not a fan of that American remake.
It's okay. I think the original is a lot scarier.
I think that's the common opinion. I still did see Wreck.
Rec also runs into the problem is the minute you get into the sequel, they over-explain it, and it ruins things for me.
Yeah, I don't think
So this is something I will say is kind of cool, where it's just kind of the zombie thing is going on in the background.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And obviously, this has to be a reboot.
Yes, because this is a
Well-
very clearly set in modern day at the
Yeah.
time.
Well, but and I think we talked about this in the day commentary. You can say that for pretty much all of the movies.
That's true, but
The
those
difference,
are
though,
made-
is no, you're just dropped into the zombie apocalypse, so you could say, oh, it's just been this many years since night.
Okay, right. This is the start.
This is
of
the
it.
start of an outbreak in modern day, which means Night of the Living Dead couldn't have happened.
True.
Exactly. Yeah, because the original Dead trilogy, we've talked about the loose continuity of those before. They're at least a thematic trilogy, and there is a degree of a progression. You know, night is the start, dawn is the change in times, and then day is fucking apocalypse. You know, so like there is
Yeah.
at least, even if they're not canon with each other, there is somewhat of a progression.
Something else that just came to mind, and I know that this isn't really looking at that, but I don't think this movie could have existed without something like 28 Days Later before, just with the more like kind of digital look. And now that we're looking at kind of like stock footage of the apocalypse starting to happen.
Okay, so this is where I think the one of the big stumbles of this movie
Oh, good.
is
5 minutes in.
yeah. So we have a narrator here who is
Yes.
going to be explaining things to us throughout the film because the, eh, this is less found footage and more like the character in the movie is assembling and editing like a real documentary.
Well, yeah, but it's
And I get-
still found footage because it's
No, it is literally found footage, but typically the found footage formula is, oh, we found all this footage from different sources, and then they're just assembled in chronological order. This, as you can see with these slow-mo shots and such, it's like, oh, we're like editing the footage like within the universe of the piece to make it like a real documentary, which I'm not saying that's inherently a bad idea, but I think I don't think it works in this movie. Including sorry, go on.
I think there's a lot of good ideas here. I like the idea of like
I do too.
a filmmaker documenting the start of the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, maybe you don't need the narrator.
What
No, I
think
mean,
sorry,
this. Well, I was just. This is not related, but this probably should have been approached to the World War Z movie. Just do it as a documentary.
Well, because that's.
go on. Oh, what
Have
you
you
think
read the
World War
book?
Z movie should have been?
Yeah,
Have you read the book?
I know it's like just a bunch of accounts. It's
Yeah,
like
the book is just
articles
him
and
going
stuff.
around getting an accounts. Like the zombie apocalypse has already happened. And this
Yeah.
is just him going and getting everyone's story from the outbreak day.
Yeah, so you could have done like the movie version of that, which would have been a documentary.
This movie looks like
I was-
shit.
Oh. And the mummy is played by Doug Walker?
Oh no!
Wait, is that?
I wish
can't- That's not really
I
him,
wish
is
that's
it?
that's
Oh.
not Doug Walker, John.
Oh my god, there's so much to say. But the part, one of my big pet peeves of this movie explained during the narration is I added music and sound effects to scare you, and it's like, oh, what? Like, I understand that
It's a little
in-
tasteless.
it's very tasteless. I understand that in real life, when we make professional documentaries, we do tend to add music and flourishes and other things. But in the context of like the characters of this universe, I don't think it works, and I think it defeats the purpose. There's a lot more. I'll get into that later. But it would be like watching something like The Office, where they add a laugh track. Like that would just be
Yeah.
weird and I think distracting and not fit what you're doing.
The tone.
Because
Yeah.
a big thing of why, in my opinion, when found footage does work, and this applies to both the comedy of The Office, which is primarily awkward humor, or the horror of found footage movies, is it's the bluntness of it. It's treating everything
Yeah.
as realistically as you possibly can, and it's just the bluntness of it that makes it scary. So when you're shooting a movie like this and then have music and weird cues and such added to it, it takes me out of it.
It's way
And I
less
think
effective.
hurts the piece.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, and actually that's a lot of what is appealing to me about found footage is that potential to have that kind of just like realistic approach to it.
So an addendum to my I hate found footage because I do hate it 90% of the time. I don't know if I will ever watch it again because I'm afraid a second watch would ruin it. One of the scariest viewings of a movie I've ever had is The Blair Witch, that original movie. That feels
So, yeah.
real.
I think I'm probably going to watch that for the first time this October just because I can't believe I
Yeah.
still haven't seen it.
Me too. I
If
still
you
need to
can
get to it.
swing it, Noah, somebody put out a 4K version, and I believe it
Okay.
fixes either the aspect ratio or there's something that they reverted back to an original, like how it's supposed to be seen. So you might want to
Alright,
look into
yeah.
that.
I'll look into that for sure.
I kind of want to see Blair Witch 2 because I've heard it's a giant clusterfuck.
Or Blair Witch, the Legacy sequel.
I did watch that. That movie sucked. And my buddy Jake, who's been in the chat, swore up and down that the Legacy sequel was better than the original. And I watched both and I went, "You're on crack."
Wow. I've never heard anyone say that.
But
So I'm going to go out on a limb
Oh,
here
sorry.
and say that this movie probably wasn't going to be very good.
Oh,
One that they're
You know,
making.
instead of remaking Night for the like 700th time, can we remake this? Fix it?
yeah. I think a found footage zombie movie has potential. There are, like John said, there are good ideas here. And I think some of the acting and a lot of the dialogue is not very good, and some of the campy tone of Romero's original Dead trilogy, part of the humor and fun of it, I don't think translates when you're shooting it like a realistic documentary. Like I think the way it's shot
Yeah.
is kind of at odds with his sensibilities. Is
You'd
partly
almost have to go for a different kind of tone, or maybe Romero should have gotten someone else to direct this.
because Land of the Dead happens, because 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead remake, those are huge hits, and then after that, it's like, well, these Paranormal Activity movies are out making money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Found footage
Are
is
those
back.
out by 07?
Let's try that this time.
I don't
This
think
was
so.
07. When was?
Okay, so maybe that this was before Paranormal Activity.
Okay, that's actually weird to think.
No,
about.
I've always
think it was
always
weird,
thought this was
yeah.
found footage because that's all they could get the funding for.
So this might be more informed by 28 Days Later than Paranormal
Yeah, maybe.
Activity.
And of course, I mean, this is still after Blair Witch Project and some
Right.
other movies, but Paranormal Activity is the big one.
That's the one that starts the trend.
Right.
Noah, did you see that 28 Days Later is getting a 4K?
No, but I'll have to.
That's
get
really gonna help that last like 5 minutes that are shot on proper film.
that. If that movie's more easily available now, I'll take it.
I got really lucky when I was cleaning up my shelf. I found my Blu-ray. I picked that up at Walmart years ago for like $10.
Oh my god, it's a bearded man.
I know.
It's David Harbour.
This is my favorite character of the movie. No,
No,
come back.
and it is weird because like in Land he got some at the time bigger names than he'd ever really worked with.
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper,
Leguizamo.
John, yeah. And then here it's I don't know if these people acted in a movie
Man.
before or after this.
One, I don't know if we've seen her yet, but I got a. This isn't her. Part of the film crew group. I got a Tatiana Maslany jump scare. I was like,
Wait, was that actually her?
Tatiana Maslany. not here. She's part
No,
of that
I-
crew, and yeah,
I noticed her. I was like, that can't be.
Oh, She-Hulk is in this.
yeah, she is in her early
Damn.
20s. This is one of her first
That's
movies, I
insane.
think. So
Noah, you
And,
have to watch Orphan Black. It's a sci-fi show. She is amazing in that show. She plays like 7 different people.
Oh yeah, I've heard that show's pretty good.
no, John, people hate She-Hulk. That means everything she's ever done is terrible.
She's not even the worst part of that show. I think she's actually pretty
No,
good
she's
in that
not.
show.
Yeah, no, I agree. She was good casting.
Also, we're past it now, but I just want to complain about this. You can't do 2 fake out jump scares in a row. That's bullshit. Don't do that. Come on, Romero.
Now, Noah, you've seen the first season of Fargo, right?
Yes, I've seen all of Fargo. Yeah.
Okay, so the guy playing the cameraman here, Jason, I think you know him. He is in the first season. He plays what's his name? The guy from The Hobbit in Sherlock. Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, he's his brother or something, I think, in that show.
I
He's
thought you were
Okay.
going to say it is
His-
Martin Freeman. I was like, you're full of shit.
I wish
That's
it was
Martin Freeman.
But you'll see more of this guy's face later in the movie, and I was like,
That
really
is
familiar.
not a keyboard from
Okay.
2007. That is a keyboard from 1997.
Oh, we're
Because
doing
it is
slow
a
frame
keyboard.
rate now.
Yeah, I know.
You
When
know-
this happened, I was like, oh god. Oh.
You know,
This
I
scene
always
was
say
directed by
I
David
wish
Lynch.
John Carpenter hadn't retired
Scary lamp.
when he
Ah.
did. Well, going back and seeing Romero try to come back to the glory days kind of makes me happy that John Carpenter has mostly stayed retired.
Yeah, this happens a lot. Even I recently watched that Red Letter Media video ranking of Joe Dante movies, and like
Yeah.
that one he did in the mid 2000s. I was like, I had never even heard of that.
The Anton Yelchin movie?
Yelchin, yeah.
Yeah, I never heard
Oh
of that.
no,
either.
I had heard of
And
that,
There's touch.
and I was like,
Oh, there she
yeah,
is.
no, because I saw it, I was like, that can't be. That's crazy. No, so I have seen that. I didn't hate it as much as they did, but I was like, oh, that's okay. And then later I learned it was a Joe Dante film. I was like, what?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes when like those old timey directors come back and are like using modern actors and like shooting or even shooting a film on digital, like it looks kind of weird. You're like, yeah, it's really weird that this is the same filmmaker.
Like,
way
his
back when.
Carpenter's Comeback of the Ward isn't the worst thing, but it's just like,
Yeah,
it's
I've heard
okay.
it's better than a couple of his other movies.
It is better than Ghost of Mars.
That's something.
Probably better than Vampires, based on my last viewing I had.
Aw.
No, I've discovered
get
that rewatching movies with Robert ruins them. Because that's 2 now. We watched Vampires, which I thought was pretty good the first time I watched it, and then I watched it with him and was like, oh, this isn't very good. And then me and Hayden made him
Yeah.
watch Power Rangers 2017, which we both liked up until that viewing. And then Robert could attest to this. That entire viewing is us going, oh, I don't think I like this.
Yeah. And famously, when we did 13 Ghosts, he turned you around on that movie. You don't like that movie anymore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You hate it.
Yeah, that 1960s one is just utter trash.
Oh.
So there's an idea here I like of I often at least a contrivance that'll come up in found footage in movies is like, why is this character shooting constantly even when something's trying to kill them? Why do we have this much
Yeah.
footage? That's something you often struggle with or just have to ignore. So what I like about the conceit of this movie is the news and the media is spinning something different. They're downplaying what's going on and even outright lying. So this character's justification is, oh, I need to capture the truth, like the real truth
There
of what's going
is-
on. Like that is the good idea of this movie.
There is a trilogy of novels called the Newsflesh trilogy. And the coolest thing about that is it's kind of after the zombie apocalypse. Like, zombies exist, but we've kind of built a new civilization around them. And it goes into a lot of world building. Like, we can't eat red meat anymore. We have to get scanned all the time, etc., etc., etc. But the coolest idea you just reminded me of is when the first outbreak first happens, they talk about the news wasn't reporting it. This was going on and like nobody's reporting on. It was the bloggers that reported on all this and saved lives. And so in this new post-zombie society, everyone gets their news and their information from blogs.
I like that
Interesting.
idea. And that's part of why I don't think this premise for this movie fully works. It's at least the implication by the end of it is that the whole world goes to shit, and spoil it, like the zombie apocalypse happens. So by that point, it's like, well, the finishing this movie is fucking pointless. Everybody knows, like, we're past the downplaying the truth, and people have to know if everyone's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to see how it plays, but if I remember correctly, by the end, isn't it just to honor their fallen, like the people that died?
I mean, she's still finishing it to post it, but yeah. Like, sure, I guess you could say that's a justification, but why add all this? But what the narration tells us at the beginning is, I'm trying to scare you. I'm trying to tell you the truth,
Oh my god, Jason Voorhees is standing on top of that truck.
He's not just burned, he's fucking fried.
Who wrote this?
I'm guessing the answer is no, but did Savini do effects on this?
I don't think so.
Because I'm going to be honest, this does not look up to his.
I certainly hope not, because
I wouldn't think so. But to be fair, I can't tell.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had enough scenes with zombies for me to tell.
One scene we talked over when they're shooting their film and he's directing The Mummy is like, you can't run. The dead don't run. The dead walk. And it's like, was Romero not a fan of that Dawn of the Dead remake? It feels like
he's salty about
subtle jab. Which is, and then what's funny is I think the last movie Romero produces, he doesn't direct it, but he produces this like right after Survival of the Dead, is the Crazies remake, which is just kind of a fast zombie movie.
Interesting. I mean, the original Crazies is technically a zombie movie, right? So I guess
No, it's a virus movie, but it's definitely like a proto fast zombie movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can see his justification because they're not zombies. They're not dead.
Well,
Okay,
we've had this debate before with like 28 Days Later, where it's a virus, they're infected, they're not technically zombies. The Dawn of the Dead remake, more than anything else,
No,
is like,
those
those
are
are fast
zombies.
zombies.
But I'm talking about with the
Yeah.
Crazies. I
Yeah.
can see why he would justify that.
Sure.
In that case, I mean, I wonder what he did think of 28 Days Later. I don't know if he's talked about that before.
I haven't. The only thing I know is that he turned down The Walking Dead because he, and I quote, doesn't direct soap operas.
That's really
which is
funny.
Beautiful.
Yeah, at least they got Darabont for one season.
That's true.
I don't know if we told you, but he's coming out of retirement for the last season of Stranger Things.
Oh, I think you did tell me that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to watch all of Stranger Things just to see the return of Frank Darabont?
Yes.
Yes.
No, apparently he's a huge
Oh,
fan of the
fuck.
show.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Wait, was that Tatiana? That just...
Yep. So she just ran over a bunch of zombies and was pretty traumatized about that because she thinks she just killed a bunch of people. And this guy says,
And then
why did she do that? Was it because she hit those people back there? It's like, yeah.
Oh,
My
they
guy?
killed the one person I know in this movie.
yeah, now I'm bummed out.
Oh. But that guy, I think, gets some of the worst. Again, we're talking over it, so you can't fully react to it, but I think he gets some of the worst dialogue in this movie. Why did she do that? Was it because of those people back there? Yeah, that's a good guess. The thing she just stormed off crying about 5 minutes ago.
No, it really feels
Oh.
like because I think Romero wrote this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey Tyler, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Tyler?
Yeah.
He
Hello.
he is writing out of his age group now, and it shows.
Yeah.
Every time I
It's
think of
not
this movie
quite
now,
as-
I can't help but think of the like tacked on bit of the review for Dawn of the Dead, where Mike's like, "What's a tweet? Can a zombie
know,
send a
that's
tweet?"
How about a zombie tweet? George, what about zombie chat rooms? What would that look like? George, no, it's not 1999.
No,
we don't
Stop.
do chat rooms. Which is really sad because that's not at all what he sounds like. He
No.
had like a really soft
Yeah.
voice. Lovely man.
No,
Now
I
think
love
of him, I
Romero
think of
interviews
Mike's
because it's
impression.
hilarious. The guy looks like he weighs 150 pounds. He has glasses 3 times the size of his face.
I don't think
yeah.
I've ever heard him
Love him.
speak.
No, have you ever seen like a picture of older Romero?
I think so, yeah, because I know he's had the giant glasses like all of his directing career.
Yeah.
I know that look, but yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen any interviews with him.
We might have missed his cameo then. He's on the
Oh.
news at one point. He's like wearing a goofy hat.
It just cracks me
Yeah,
up.
so far the
No, I sent you this picture just in case you hadn't. The glasses are literally like half his face.
yeah, I've seen that picture. Yeah.
Speaking of glasses, Tyler just says, "Can't believe you guys got Superman on this commentary." That's true. Very happy
And-
to get him. I don't know why he has
And
a
the
beard.
X-Men, I guess.
The X-Man.
My
Yeah.
favorite superhero, X-Man.
Isn't that actually a character in the
That is technically a character, yes. So that guy, my favorite character apparently, just looked up and said, "Well, if she dies," and then he like loads the gun, and everyone's like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
So that's another weird thing with this movie. Spoiler alert. This has the Walking Dead rules where like everyone's infected and no matter how you die, you're gonna become a
that's
zombie.
weird.
That starts with The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
right? Or because that's not in the old trilogy.
No, in Dawn they're pretty consistent. It's the bite.
Yeah, you need to be infected first. But this has Walking Dead rules.
Maybe-
Something
maybe he
ostensibly
liked that.
hates.
Maybe he read the comic. We know he's a comic guy. I've got it in my closet there somewhere, but I have his I think it's called Empire of the Dead. It is a 3-trade series of comics that he wrote for Marvel. And it brings vampires into his Dead universe.
Oh, interesting.
I've only read
Oh,
the first
shit.
trade. Yeah, these zombies look terrible.
Oh.
But and it's weird from memory because one of the main characters is Barbara's sister.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I FYI, I just got an ad.
Oh,
Okay. I
Okay.
just clicked away. So
And this will be a couple minutes. And Noah, you haven't had any ads or
none yet.
notifications or anything?
So
Alright.
should be good.
Yeah, I usually rent movies for this show. Just FYI, this one I made an exception. It's
is
Saturday
this
night.
the worst thing I've made you watch?
He's
I'd have to
not
think about that.
he's not
I don't think so.
seething with rage yet.
No. No.
What is the worst thing I've made you watch on this so far?
This series specifically,
Yes.
probably Doom, but like,
Oh,
That's the correct answer.
come on. This is not better than Doom. No, because if it was the whole thing, I know the answer. It's Salem's Lot.
Did you make
but that's not part of this series, though.
That's why I'm saying that's why I made it this series. Because if I didn't, I already know the answer. It's Salem's Lot.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, yeah. No, both Noah and I misheard you.
Yeah, I might have misspoke. So just while we're waiting for the ads, I've started my I Know What You Did Last Summer series watch. Here's my hot take: the second one is better than the first one.
That is a hot take.
The second one is
It's
hilarious.
definitely funnier. Yeah.
No, do you know the premise of the second one?
No.
No,
They-
dude, don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it.
Well,
Do
Those
I have
are-
to watch I Know What You Did
Yes.
Last Summer?
Yes,
2. I still
Yes.
know it.
I still know what you did last summer.
That's the full title. I Know What You Did Last Summer 2. I still know what you
Still
did
know.
Well,
last summer.
and then you have to watch I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, the 10-year later sequel, and then the requel that came out this year, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I know what you
um,
did last summer. I was thinking about going through all of them to watch the new one, but I was like, I don't want to watch that shit. Never mind.
I still think the first movie sucks. The second movie is also not
Shots fired.
good, but like it's funnier, so I had a better time with it.
I like some of the cast in the first one.
I maintain that movie is a lot better if you just swap Sarah Michelle Gellar and
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yes.
Sarah Michelle Gellar should be the final girl in that movie. She's the best character.
yes.
And yeah, absolutely agree.
Well, and especially because the final boy is Freddie Prinze Jr. Like,
I know.
who gets nothing to do?
Yeah. Well, he gets more to do than the actual final girl of that movie.
Yeah. And I know some people like her, but Jennifer Love Hewitt's character, especially in that first movie, is just like boring and self-righteous at times.
Yeah, she's not very likable.
But Noah, I think we were talking about this. Those are 4th of July horror films.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So we missed our chance to cover them this
Don't
year.
worry, we'll make you watch them at some point.
John, where I'm paused at is 26:18. If you want to
Okay.
rewind the timer back to that, I don't know if that's exactly where you guys paused it.
No, because you
But, I
apparently
am at-
took like 5 seconds to tell us now. All right, I
Yeah.
went back. Oh shit, I forgot to stop the timer.
Yep, I just noticed
Whoop.
that.
All right, 26.
So I'm at 26:18.
18. All right, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
And then do you just have one other ad break, Robert?
I should only have one more. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I do think though that this should be the norm for like ads on streaming. I much prefer just having a couple long ones than being interrupted every 10 minutes.
For what I pay on Amazon, for what I have to pay for Amazon, there shouldn't be any fucking ads.
That I agree with.
I am fine if they want to do tiers, like, you know, $8-9 a month with ads, and then the fifth, I think it's still 15 a month with no ads. But the fact that it's 15 a month with ads, and then if you want to go ad free, oh, it's just $3 more. Fuck off. However, if you're on a computer, I have discovered if it's Prime itself, not like Freevee, you can download the video, and then there's no ads.
There you go. Got a little cheat for you there.
I would love a zombie movie set in a hospital like this.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't
That's fair.
really gotten any.
No, there's like so many places that we haven't taken advantage of. Like RE2 really proved to me that a zombie movie in a police station would be amazing.
Well, zombie movie in a hospital is kind of no-brainer because that's all about
Yeah.
infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's right there. Okay, well, so we're dueling cameras now.
Yep. It's so that in later scenes, we can do some
Cut
more
back and
cross-cutting.
forth.
Yeah. Because sometimes it really feels like Romero doesn't want this to be a found footage movie, and he just wants to shoot it normally.
I was gonna comment on it earlier, but the scene with the zombie coming at them and the guy shoots him in the head. That there's a really awkward cut from the reveal of the zombie coming out to the guy shooting him, and then back to the zombie getting shot, and I'm like,
There
where
are a
does that?
few-
Where's
there are
like the logical point here? Like,
Yeah, there are a few awkward jump cuts that happen throughout the movie. Some of them can be explained later now that we have 2 cameras, but it's still jarring.
Also, just like to point out for 2007, these are the clearest cameras that I have ever seen.
Yes. Part of what that's just funny because this is, like you said, a very cheap movie. Oh look, we got
it's the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
But
except it's obscured by curtains.
Oh, this line's amazing.
I just killed a man.
I wish it kept going in the last half hour. Today, October 27th, 2007.
A comedian died in the hospital.
I
Good
sent
joke.
Robert
Everybody
a
laughed.
clip from Small Soldiers the other night where the kid is like explaining things to the toy, and the toy will just go, and beyond that, and he'll answer, and then it goes, and beyond that. I was like, I need somebody to loop this so it just goes on indefinitely, and like the toy just keeps asking that.
Surely that exists.
Tyler asked what just happened. I assume he's not watching with us. This guy just came in and shot another zombie, and he had like a really sad, reflective moment of, I just shot a man. Like how I just shot 3 men and a woman. Like he's really upset about it. Is this character going to go anywhere?
Yeah.
You'll see.
So I think we keep talking about throughout this commentary that I think there's a way that you could do this concept in an effective way. But so far, I don't know. Just every time they fire a gun in this movie, or like there's any like modicum of gore, it just comes off as so like cheap. I feel like I'm watching a comedy sketch right now.
Yeah, there
I don't know. I don't think that's the intention.
No. Well, and that's why I think it's at odds with itself when the premise is, oh, the news and the media are lying. We have to document what's really going on. We have to give people the truth. Well, that doesn't work when you use slow motion and other effects and music and stuff like that shit.
Because you're clearly manipulating this footage.
Remember the scene that just happened 5 minutes ago? Well, now she's talking about it to explain what's going on.
Yeah, like
I
none
like
of
the feeling.
none of these scenes are scary to me. They're just really laughably cheap.
Yeah.
And I hate to use cheap as a criticism because obviously the whole trilogy,
to give the
original
movie a
trilogy is
bone,
cheap, but
I mean, I'd have to see how this ends. I'm just going off the information I have now. You could almost argue it's 2 conflicting visions, right? That guy wants to put out a film that is just the unaltered footage, but she wants to make something else and is going and doctoring it.
But they both have the same goals. I need that idea more at the forefront, because that would be interesting.
All right, so I get that they want to expose the truth, but for stuff like this, put the camera down. Don't just stand.
Okay, but to be fair,
we have 2 people recording it.
Yeah,
especially when you can see the other like perspective and you can see them just standing there with the camera.
Oh, he got bit.
He's bit now. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I get bit by another man.
Well, and it's funny because she is also just bitching at him for always having a camera. Now she's doing the same thing.
Yep. I think there's some social commentary about that because it's like it's intoxicating, isn't it? Like it gets easier. Like this scene. This idea is almost ahead of its time, where it's like, oh, this would work better just several years later when everyone has iPhones and shit, you know. Because
this is the one that I think should be remade.
Years ago.
But we keep remaking fucking Night of the Living Dead.
Yep, I agree. And the more advanced technology gets, the more believable found footage as a concept is, because everyone is walking around with a camera in their pocket. There are
Yeah.
more, therefore you have more sources and more believability in assembling, a real documentary about a zombie apocalypse or whatever. Like that actually
Right.
works way better now than it does.
It's
in
still
2000.
real to me, damn it. October 25th.
That is the shittiest headstone I've ever seen.
Well, you know, they had 50 cents to make one.
Make a cross, you want American fucks. Oh, this guy's dead.
No, John, I don't think they could have afforded 50 Cent for this movie.
Oh.
That's true.
Yeah, like, why would you just kill him off screen?
Right?
You remember that really, like, emotional scene in Dawn of the Dead when
Yep.
Roger gets bit?
And we see him get sick, and
Did they need to
Like
film
that.
all this?
yes, that's the truth.
I mean, okay, no, to be
This
fair,
isn't the important thing.
it is a movie. Like, you have to give it that.
No.
No, it
Make
doesn't
it
want to see
mistaken.
any of the events of the film unless it makes sense for them to be filmed.
I will say something I should have said up top is for about 5 minutes, this movie is a masterpiece. I'm not going to give you any indication or heads up of what that is.
Okay.
Oh.
Is she going to do
This
it?
is just the Dawn of the Dead bit, but in the woods.
It's sped up.
Oh my god. Does this
This-
qualify for best of the worst then? It's a bunch of
The-
people walking around in the woods with a camera.
The stock of gunshot sound effects
I know.
killed me.
I will say I'm not having as much problem with the dialogue as Robert seems to be having. My issue is the delivery and the acting. I think with a different actor, some of this dialogue could have worked better.
I mean, Noah and I laughed at it earlier. There are some bits I don't think you can fix, but now that guy's dead. So
It's not quite as bad as something like, I don't know.
This is absolutely
that movie-
not stock footage of a zombie apocalypse. This is riot somewhere.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
that
okay.
movie that they talk about on Red Letter Media, Wish
oh,
Upon.
come on. You didn't need to end on a nuke going off. God. Oh, it's so lame.
It's beautiful.
It's so obvious.
Yeah, that movie has worse dialogue than this.
No, this movie I think is a better example of what Red Letter Media were talking about, where one day Romero realized that there's social commentary in his movies, and now it's we gotta make it commentary. This is yet another Romero movie where I don't know anybody's names.
Oh, fuck.
He's gonna make you sell him some gas.
Oh,
Oh, John, you can't do that.
oh.
You're gonna get us canceled.
Wait, if you can't hear them, then why are we asking who are they? Who they are? I think
Some
Noah's
deaf
gonna
people are
die.
capable of speaking, John.
What? Okay, but Robert, if he can't hear their answers,
I think he can read lips.
He
Is
has-
the idea.
then why did
He
he say he
has-
can't hear them?
He has something
No, I
they
said
can.
I think he can read
recommend.
lips. I didn't.
I just can't believe you did that.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh my god!
I don't know what you're talking about, Robert. This movie's a masterpiece.
I'm Samuel. Hello.
This is actually the best character of the movie.
I think this is the stretch of 5 minutes you were talking about.
Maybe. So Noah, is the idea of that scene that one guy was pointing the camera at the zombies and the other lady is just holding the camera on the guy so she can get that shot of him of the zombie guts falling on him? Because that's the
Yeah.
only way that jump cut works.
She was thinking about the blocking of the scene and just like what was
This
right
is-
for the scene.
This
She's
is
a
a
good director.
mistake. Where did they get all this footage from?
I think this was uploaded
Oh.
online or something. This fits.
No, like that's a funny skit, just not in this movie.
That legit caught me off guard. Where it's like, oh, she's scared of the clown. I'm like, yeah, that clown looks fucking scary. I don't want that at my birthday. And then he's a fucking zombie. Pull the nose off. Like, oh my god. I wish more of the movie was that.
Oh,
If we're
they
gonna be
are.
this much of a comedy.
Whoa.
No, and that feels like Romero's sense of humor coming through.
But a lot of the movie isn't that.
Yeah. Now we're in
Oh, fuck.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yep. He pulls out a scythe.
Hey, you can fuck
I'm
up
like,
some
yes.
zombies with scythes.
Why wasn't this movie just about Samuel?
I wish he was the main character.
Yeah, there's some CGI blood spurts in here that do not look great.
Yeah. There's one kill later that they're like really proud of because they're holding on it, and it does not look as good as they think it does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep nitpicking because I have nothing else to say. Right?
Oh yeah, fuck
Yeah,
about
the
Samuel.
scythe. Yeah, got him.
Samuel's probably gonna die, and I'm gonna be sad.
Don't say that. Why say that?
I say that.
Have you guys watched the newest Peacemaker podcast yet?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's
I
beautiful.
love how much that show has gone off the rails, but it's really entertaining.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a better.
No.
Oh,
Hey, I know a lot about crows now. God damn it.
okay.
Whoa.
That was peak.
That
He
was
goes out like
peak.
a G. Let's say that. Oh, but he was the best character in the movie.
He was. Oh my god, that whole scene was peak, and now we have to sit. We have to sit through an hour more.
Like, I wasn't being hyperbolic, where I said, "Look, for 5 minutes, this movie's a masterpiece, and it's perfection." And then we go more of this shit.
God damn it. Tyler in the chat says that I'm bored. I'm going to continue to be bored if
No. But
after that.
Noah just
That was
doesn't like.
peak.
Noah just doesn't like the Wikipedia page.
and like I said, John, I really like your idea that this is what's actually going on with this movie. It's like a clash of two visions. One guy who knows how to present like brutal, blunt, honest truth, and the person who actually assembles the movie doesn't know what they're doing and is adding all the music and fake shit. I think that I like that idea in theory. I think that's giving the movie too much credit. I don't think that's what's actually.
I'm just going off of
Going
where
on
we're at
here.
right now because I don't remember how this ends. And like I said, I haven't seen this since it came out. This is certainly not as good as the first 4 of these that he's made.
Oh,
Honestly, I might prefer Survival of the Dead.
oh, damn.
That movie is at least a traditional. That movie is just what's that like Western Family Feud movie? The Hatfields and McCoys. Not a movie, but
Oh.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
thinking of the game show.
Like Family
I was
Feud.
like,
Steve Harvey?
no,
I
that
watched
movie is
that.
just like had the Hatfield and McCoy story, but with zombies.
Yeah, that's what Jay
That
said
actually
about
sounds
it,
cool.
and that it. I
It's-
haven't seen it.
It's not bad, but
I've heard it's awful.
or
I'd like to see
it's
more
not
zombie
good, but it could be
westerns.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really hope that last movie of Romero's finally gets finished. It sounds insane. People use zombies to race cars. So, one thing to mention, a Romero first is these military people that have arrested them. Are the main characters of Survival.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh,
That movie directly spins out of this.
yeah. No, I have heard that there is continuity between these two.
Yeah.
That's a good segue into my question. John,
Yes.
do you consider Land of the Dead the unofficial fourth movie in the original trilogy, or is this a prequel to Land of the Dead?
No, that's
How
I
do you
consider
view
that
the
the
canon
fourth
of these?
movie. Because that is thematically tied with like Day of the Dead. The gas station zombie is, Bub, but further.
So how people should actually refer to these movies as you got the quadrilogy and then
And
you
then
got
the
the
duology.
Diary Survival
Yeah,
duology,
'cause people-
which are literally connected.
Yeah.
You know.
Because people talk about, the Dead trilogy and then his last two movies. Land kind of gets forgotten, and I think that's a shame. It's not as strong as his trilogy, but I like a lot of that movie. Just as an entertainment piece.
Oh, there he is. There's George Romero.
hey.
You can tell because he has really big sunglasses.
It's funny. This is just Tom Savini's cameo in Dawn of the Dead.
I like how his sunglasses are just as big as his regular glasses.
Me too.
It's like the only kinds of glasses he can wear are huge ones.
You don't usually see a scene like this in found footage movies where we're watching them literally edit the movie while they're making it.
Noah, you're an editor. Is this how you work?
What, just on a laptop?
Yeah. With, I don't know, is that a real editing program?
It probably is. I
Yeah,
don't use it. I don't
it
use
might
that.
be, yeah.
though.
Wait,
I'm most
is that
familiar
a
with
fucking
Adobe
floppy disk drive?
Premiere. Mhm.
Dude, floppy drives went out of fashion like by 2000.
How about a zombie floppy drive? That'll be
Oh,
my
God.
next movie.
Jesus Christ.
George, that's a dead technology.
I'd see.
Well,
That's
it's
the
funny.
floppy drive.
I have a collection of floppy disks in my closet. My dad has a bunch of his music stored on them, and I can't really do anything with them, but
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to get rid of them. Tyler, Noah, what do you edit?
Oh my god, it's MySpace.
Shit
Videos.
posts.
And that too, yeah. No, art, John.
No, if you go and look through our YouTube shorts, he edited our Alien 3 one, which was really good,
Yeah,
and I wish he would do more.
I agree.
that one's the most edited one.
Yeah. No, the rest are just imported over from Twitch. That's why we stream on Twitch, is to make clips.
Yeah, I did take an editing class several years ago, so I know how to use Adobe a little bit.
I just use DaVinci.
The DaVinci Code?
Yeah.
But it scenes like this where we actually see this guy on camera more, where I was like, I think that guy was in Fargo, and I was right.
Is there a lore reason they keep hiding
Yeah.
his face in shadow, though?
I think that's just for atmosphere.
I think it's because he's stupid.
Noah gets it.
And this movie has this weird balance of like it's both too cheap but also like too well lit,
Yeah.
and the quality
It's-
for a found
It-
footage of this. Era.
Romero works really well with very little to work with,
Mhm.
but he's doing it too well for what he wants to make. This,
Mhm.
Okay, Robert, do you agree with me? This maybe should have been his, if the it was available to do in 19 fuck, what year is that? 1966, 1967. This is what Night of the Living Dead should have been if that was possible.
I had also thought about like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Mhm.
from Toby Hooper, where a lot of people say, "Oh, that has like a documentary feel to it. It's very gritty, very realistic." But imagine taking that movie and then adding the narration to it and saying this is found footage. This is like it's like then it doesn't work. Then you notice the music and editing and
Mhm.
stuff, and it's like, oh, like what? That's not.
Yeah. Well, I just
It
mean,
would be weird.
I think this movie would have turned out more like what he wants if it had been his first film. If this is what Night
Maybe.
had been.
Or if he made it in the 90s, after
Yeah.
Blair Witch came out.
I mean, I'm glad that we live in the timeline where we got Night of the Living Dead as it is, but I think that would have been interesting.
Mhm.
Because found footage, I'm not an expert. I don't know of any before like Blair Witch in the 90s.
There are a couple.
Okay.
I don't remember what they are. I've heard Cannibal Holocaust is found footage ish, but I've not seen it.
All I know about that movie,
to fully
I think you're right. So I think that's the movie that looks so real they got sued because they thought it
They
was
went
just
to
like
court
real
over it, yeah.
footage.
They thought it was a snuff film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the most documented case of a movie where authorities and such actually thought it was literally a snuff film.
Robert's gonna hate me when I make us watch that.
Oh, I don't want to watch it.
I'm
Is that a
curious,
movie
but I
that
wouldn't
you've like?
put my foot down.
Is that a movie that you've like drawn a line? Like, I don't really want to watch that.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Robert. Sorry.
I wasn't sure which. No, for me, it's the animal cruelty, the animal deaths in it. That's the part where I'm
Oh.
like, I don't want to
Yeah.
watch that.
Well, that's a good point.
That's just a me thing.
No,
No.
no, I forgot that was a thing. with
That's
that
okay.
movie.
Me and Noah will watch that movie.
No, I don't. I'm not a big animal cruelty fan either. So
Hot take.
yeah, I
Well,
love
that's not
Apocalypse
true,
Now,
Noah. Your
but-
favorite scene in Friday the 13th is where they kill the snake.
I hate that
No.
scene.
I hate every
I-
scene in that movie,
I-
but especially that one.
Oh. I'm usually against special editions and changing old movies. I cut
Robert,
that scene out.
Robert,
Just
Yeah.
make it an alternate cut, and that's the one I'd prefer. Cut that scene out. You don't need it.
Robert.
No, that story pisses me off. Like, I don't even like snakes.
Yeah, I
That
mean, it's a
sucks.
dumb
You should have
story,
done
but
that.
that's no reason to go and censor a film.
It's real documented animal cruelty. Noah, thoughts?
Yes, we should always censor
I think-
things that are bad.
The original
I-
version should still be preserved, but
I agree.
Yeah.
I never said otherwise. Yeah.
No,
John
don't.
is anti-director's cuts, alternate cuts.
Director's
It came out
cuts
in the
don't
theater.
just
Fuck
cut
it.
a scene out and call it a day.
Sometimes that happens.
Name one.
there's
sometimes
director's
it's the
cuts that are shorter than
That's true.
theatrical cuts, like the Alien.
That
Yeah.
has like one scene.
Wait,
added back
isn't
in.
Alien director's cut longer?
No.
No, I think it's shorter.
Not the first one. Yeah. Noah's right.
Yeah.
Or they're
Which
like
is weird 'cause-
exactly the same runtime.
I remember that just because like that's one of the only examples of that I can think of.
That's weird. I don't like that.
On the talk on what we were just talking about though, I love Apocalypse Now. I can do without the scene where they kill a bull for real on film. Like, don't need that.
Is that in every cut?
I think so. I've only seen the theatrical cut though. But
I've never seen
I
that
think
movie.
it's in all three.
Tyler, I agree with Robert. Art should be art and shouldn't have to impact real life for people's entertainment. I mean, I'm not arguing that it shouldn't. Like, I'm also against animal cruelty in films. I just don't like the idea of going back and retroactively removing scenes that we don't like.
As
it's-
long as the original version still exists, it's fine.
Yeah. Also, John, you asked for an example. To answer your question, Disney's Fantasia. I believe there's only one bit of that cut out. That's the
Is there?
one of the
I don't know
segments-
anything about that movie, so that's me legitimately
Yeah,
asking.
one of the
Was the-
segments.
Yeah,
Are they
the-
centaurs? What are they?
I think they're centaurs. Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
and
yeah.
there was, and in that sequence originally there was a female black one who looked very stereotypical and caricaturish and offensive, and they cut it out.
I don't
And
like
I
that
agree
either.
with you on. I agree with you on principle that the original version should be preserved and not erased, but I'm cool with.
Robert, we
cutting
live in
something like that.
2025. If you don't want to watch the scene, just hit the chapter skip. Or fast forward.
Well, it's not like the whole scene. There are shots where that's just removed, or they edit around it. It's been a while since I watched.
Yeah,
it. I mean,
don't do
that's
that.
A whole other conversation. I think it's fine in certain cases as long as you preserve the original
Just
version.
no, you're messing with somebody's movie. Don't do that.
We do it a lot. I hate to break it to you, but it's pretty normal.
as long as it doesn't.
Well, as long
erase-
as everybody's
really-
doing it, then it's okay.
John, you're acting like this hypothetical scenario is replacing the original cut. It's not.
Which is not what I'm.
Okay, Noah, you have no room to talk, Mr. God, I lost the name of the movie. Space Odyssey 2001.
I just wouldn't watch that version.
No, I'm just advocating for leaving the original film alone. Like, why is this a hot take?
Why is it a hot take to say, "Hey, let's put out a new cut"?
That doesn't have any of the director or writers or any of the creatives behind that film involved.
It depends on this. Most of the Friday the 13th guys are still alive. Like, if they have.
Oh yes, I'm sure they're gonna
Cunningham
come
give
back
it
to
their-
cut out one scene that's controversial.
I would like that. I would prefer that version. That's just me. I'm not saying everyone else has to agree with me. If you need the snake death, that's fine.
I
I'm
don't
also
need
not
it,
saying
but
we
I'm
should
also that's censorship. Plain and simple.
not if we keep the original version intact.
Even if removing something and releasing a censored version is censorship,
We've been doing this
Yeah.
for decades on
and it's
television.
bullshit.
There are
Censor-
okay.
Censorship of animal murder. That's where we're standing here. That's the conversation we're having.
Well, and yes, no, as we all know, we should only erase things that are bad from history. And
Yes,
I'm
but
not-
not. So, John, are you deliberately ignoring the part Robert and I are saying we do not want to erase this from history? We just want a different. or he
no,
just
I'm
wants a
not
different
ignoring
version.
that. But Noah, you have in the past been upset at the idea of somebody going and cutting up movies that you like. This is the same
Yeah, but-
principle.
More just like annoyed by it, and then I exaggerate for
And you
comedic
just
effect.
don't-
Okay.
And if you don't like it, you just don't watch that version.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
just
John, you're the one who advocates for remakes and argues with people saying they should leave movies alone and not remake them. You say, no, everything should be allowed.
those are not the same thing in the slightest. Remaking a movie is from the ground up taking your idea and making a movie. What you're petitioning for is to take somebody else's movie and cut it up.
I don't know why, but this
No,
montage kind of reminds me of those PSAs that you wouldn't steal a car, the anti-piracy.
Can we
PSA.
please have one of those with a zombie apocalypse?
Okay, but John, I don't want to be stuck on this forever. But in this hypothetical scenario, if Cunningham or Victor Miller, since I guess he has the rights back, said, "Oh, I really regret that scene where we killed that snake. We shouldn't have done that. It hurts the movie for me. Us and Paramount are going to put out a new cut where we just remove that scene and maybe tweak some other shit. I don't know. But
I wouldn't
we
like
got a
it,
new
but
cut
it's the
to make
director's
that scene.
prerogative to do that. That is the only
Or
way,
the writers.
or the writers, whoever. Especially with that franchise, because the rights are all fucked up. That is their prerogative. I wouldn't like it,
I agree.
but it's not, at that point, it's a creative decision.
So in that situation, you'd be cool with it.
Except for the part where I said I wouldn't like it, but at least it came from the creatives and not a studio wanting to sell more copies.
But what about all the unrated cuts of those movies where they got to put all the gore back in that the studio made them cut out?
Are you missing the part where I'm anti-censorship? Okay, so let's put it this
Well,
way.
you've missed a lot of our parts, but yeah, like
Let's say they
I'm
took
just
Evil
saying-
Dead, the original Evil Dead, and a studio decided to cut out the tree scene to make it more approachable for. You wouldn't like that, right? That's censoring the movie.
I wouldn't like it, but as long as they didn't try to bury the original version, I'd say okay, whatever, that makes sense. And if that was Sam Raimi's choice,
Yeah.
wanting out to put out a new version where that scene was removed or cut down, I'd say I get it.
Tyler,
As
what
long
would they
as you keep
call
the
it?
original
Friday
intact.
13th, the ethical cut.
The ethical cut.
They'd call it the modern day cut.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to spiral into a whole thing. I just said, I don't like that scene in Friday the 13th, and would be fine if they cut it out, as long as the original version remained intact and was preserved. That is my opinion.
Yeah, like this isn't like a George Lucas kind of scenario. Like
Right.
the
No,
the
because
original
if you
cuts
don't
of
like
Star
the
Wars
scene,
are
just
still not
fast
readily
forward through it.
available.
Why do they need to go and make another cut?
I'd be fine with it.
I mean,
It's
I
not your money.
personally,
It's not your time.
I don't rewatch that movie, but if I were to, I would just skip that scene. But whatever. They can make a version with that scene cut out.
Yeah.
Diary
Yeah,
of the Dead.
Yeah, back to this movie, which we clearly have a lot to talk about. This girl is looking for her family. There's some red flags here.
can't see.
Just to underline my point on that is just to answer John's question for earlier. I am anti-censorship if you are trying to bury the original source and pretend that never
replacing it.
happened. If you're replacing it,
Yeah.
that is where I am anti.
Which is often what Disney does.
Which Disney does.
I know you brought up Fantasia earlier. I
Yeah.
don't think the original version of that is.
I think like I don't know if it was on VHS or what, but like you can find the footage. Like even Song of the South, as much as Disney has tried to bury that movie, like it can't be erased forever. Like you could still find it online.
You gotta work for it
really...
though. You gotta dig.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Next thing you know, they'll be changing dryers to pizza boxes.
Which I think is dumb.
Pizza.
And
yeah,
just...
it's almost like altering things in a film is dumb.
No, that's an example of censorship. I think it's stupid. I'd be less annoyed about it if they kept the original version intact and available. Then I could just watch the version I prefer, which I always
pizza oven.
Okay, but the point at the end,
still think looks.
The last thing I will say on this,
Back to this
because
movie.
we're moving on, the last thing I will say is the problem is that it's a slippery slope. The moment you start to be okay with this stuff is the moment they push the boundaries to see what they can get away with.
That is a much longer conversation.
I'm waiting for someone in this movie to just go, "It's a prank, bro."
It's just a prank can.
I don't know why, but I keep thinking that.
Oh my god. It's a fake hand.
Oh shit. That is
wait,
a rubber hand.
That's her mom, dude.
For like a split second, I thought that was the bitchy teacher from Donnie Darko.
Oh.
I reject I doubt your commitment to Sparkle Motion.
Noah, how can you get that line wrong?
I don't know. Now we've become the Diary of the Dead.
Like
Okay, so because we were
flashbacks,
talking over it and
montages are
arguing,
so
I
bad.
missed it. Did Tatiana finally die?
Yeah, she died
She
in the
died
hospital.
at the
They shot her in
beginning.
the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it too late to say I regret picking this?
Look, there's a corpse.
Oh,
Just to remind you.
We do
yeah,
have
if
like
you're
30 minutes left.
God, if you're expecting like a scary scene where she gets up and like attacks one of them, yeah, that didn't happen. She was just in the wheelchair. They just shot her.
yeah.
Or when the guy got bit and infected, and you're like, oh man, he's gonna turn. It's gonna be they just shot him.
This movie doesn't have any teeth.
Hmm?
In many ways, but
Are we gonna have zombies in this zombie movie?
Look, it's out of focus. That's how you know it's
It's sad.
real found footage. Yeah.
I think part of the problem with the satire is the satire in, like, say, Dawn of the Dead is not the character. It's the characters are satirical in their actions, not their personality, and like they're likable. What's his name? Jason might be the most unlikable character in this entire movie.
Oh, he's insufferable. Yeah. And it's weird. So go back to an earlier conversation we were having. Once you introduce a second camera, it gets really confusing in some scenes where you're like, "Wait, who's recording this?" Like I get why you do that in theory, but often in found footage movies, you'll usually have just the camera character, either for two reasons: either that's that character, and we're seeing through their eyes, and that's who that character is. They're the filmmaker or the person recording everything, or in some other cases, it's the cameraman is the audience, like The Office, where the camera is the audience observing this stuff. And this is a movie where once you have two cameras and we're cutting back and forth, it gets really confusing in places where you're like, wait, who is where? Who's recording this? Just lots of little choices like that sprinkled throughout that I think hurt this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheesy montages. Remember that scene with the Amish guy? That was great.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that? Can we
I
get
know.
back to
I don't know if you guys
We
are
need to
having
take that-
this, because I don't want to be presumptuous, but I am having, because I love all three Romero, the first three Romero movies a lot. I like the fourth one a lot. This is kind of hurting my feelings to know that this is made by the same guy that did those, and this is so just throwaway.
I mean, he's old. He's.
But that's the thing, Noah, is like I can't purely blame it on that because this is only 3 years after Land.
It's the Land of the Dead. I don't hate that movie, but it's whatever.
Hey, remember the evil military guys? Let's do that
Oh,
again.
I've seen this before.
But it's not Joe Pilato.
I brought to this monkey farm now, Frankenstein.
blew my mind when I realized he voiced one of my favorite Digimon.
This movie would go up at least a letter grade if this was A, meant to be a literal prequel to Night of the Living Dead with the modern cameras and everything, and B, if Joe Pilato's character showed up as played by Joe Pilato, even though it's set before Day of the Dead and he's like 20 years older. That'd be amazing. I just got my last ad break.
Oh,
by the
okay.
way. And
Okay.
Noah, are you getting Prime without ads now? Because that's surprising. You lucked out on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should say I'm leeching off someone else that has Prime, so I guess they have an ad-free tier.
Cat's out of the
yeah,
bag.
motherfucker.
We're gonna have to edit this out.
I wasn't gonna reveal all my secrets tonight, but there you go. That's one of them.
Next, he's gonna take his glasses off and reveal he's Superman. Oh my god!
Where did Clark Kent go?
But yeah. No, like seriously though, after that scene with the Amish guy, this movie just hits a wall where it's like, oh.
It really does.
And like that whole
Yeah.
scene of her going through her house looking for her family and them being zombies, like that could have been effective.
The problem is I don't feel like I know anything about these characters, or like
Oh.
I just don't care enough. I don't know how much of that is the writing or the performances. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the scene where her brother is shot in the head with an arrow and he's pinned up against a wall, that's kind of fun. That's funny.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
yeah,
I don't think it's a problem. That's necessarily a problem with the script. On paper, with these characters, I think we know about as much as we do, say, the Dawn of the Dead characters. It's just none of the performances are memorable. None of them do anything memorable. They just are sad.
Yeah.
that's also a smaller, tighter knit group. Whereas there's
I mean,
a lot of
okay,
characters here.
so let me use a different comparison. We know about as much about these characters on paper that we do the Day of the Dead cast. But again, there's nothing memorable. There's no hook.
Yeah,
These characters
all
are
have
just
distinct
sad and they
personalities.
complain. And
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know who's who.
yeah, and this everyone's kind of like moody and young.
Well, you know,
Everybody's
all
moody and
young
young.
people are moody and young.
Yeah, yeah.
It also
This should have
doesn't
had a
help-
more diverse cast, maybe including a deaf farmer with a scythe.
Oh.
He should have been part of the group.
No, that's why he stands out. Is because he's the only one that has a personality.
Well, I like the idea of the cameraman being this pretentious ass film student, but I can't tell how much Romero likes that guy or not, or how much Romero.
If
wants
I'm
us to
going just
like
based
him.
off what's on the screen, I think he hates him.
Does he? I Noah, thoughts? I don't.
If he hates him, why isn't he dead yet?
Oh.
Yeah. Why do we need two camera operators?
Well, it's just because because here's the thing. I think each movie has the asshole character. It's Cooper in Night of the Living Dead. It's the bikers in Dawn of the Dead. It's Rhodes in Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
But they're assholes usually with a point of some kind. Or you
Those
can
are
understand
also
where they came from.
antagonists.
And they're the antagonists usually. This is the protagonist, and all he does is stand there with that fucking camera and go, "Huh?"
Yeah, well, and in the scene we just watched, these National Guardsmen came in and he's recording it, and we find out that they're bad guys, and he tells them to put the fucking camera down. Like, the way that scene is shot and framed is clearly our protagonist is in the right, and these bad guys, these military guys, are in the wrong.
You're wrong.
You know, but anyway, I have caught up. If
Okay.
the
Okay.
intro, and I shouldn't have any more ads, so I'm ready to go.
What
is your
timestamp are you on?
timestamp?
I went to where John is, 107.48. So,
Okay.
if everyone is at 107.48, I'll be good to go.
In 3,
I am there. Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1, play. So I do have to make a small correction. I got it mixed up. These National Guardsmen, I believe, are the people who go on to be in Survival of the Dead.
Okay, that makes more sense, because when the other guys showed up earlier and you said that, I was like, really?
Yeah, I knew it was military of some kind.
It's guys with guns.
And to our
It's
point
easy
during the
to
break, or to my point as well, is so the other girl is supposed to be his girlfriend, and she's having a breakdown because her family was just murdered, and he's just sitting there with the camera. It's like, dude,
But
That's why
again, then I don't
I'm-
think the theme of the movie works.
Yeah.
But then I'm also totally not convinced that Romero hates that guy because he's the protagonist. Like, we're clearly supposed to sympathize with him a bit.
But
I
I don't
I
know if
would
we
think.
are, because he's so over
I
the
think-
top an asshole. Like, he has
I
no.
don't think he's an over the top.
I don't mean over the top in the way that Rhodes is over the top. I mean over the top in that there's nothing redeemable about this guy. He doesn't show any kind of care or emotion or anything for anything in this movie except that fucking camera.
Well, it's because he's trying to record the truth.
Oh my god,
He's trying to show people
The
what's
truth.
going on.
that
he cares
looks terrible.
That's the
Oh
slow-mo.
my god, that
head,
was
yeah.
awful.
Oh, they are really proud
Yeah,
of this effect.
I mean, to be fair, that is a cool idea.
It's a cool idea. It's a found footage movie. Why are we doing that in slow-mo?
Well, Robert, they said it at the beginning of the movie to scare you.
Oh, because slow-mo makes it scarier.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's movies are the scariest movies I've ever seen when he has slow motion.
They're the scariest thing for a few seconds, and then the speed ramps up, and you're not scared anymore. And then it goes back to slow motion, and you're scared again.
Oh no, he just shot those guys.
Oh no. But to pick up the previous conversation, John, I think on some level, the character that you choose to be the protagonist is not necessarily supposed to be sympathetic, but you're supposed to get something out of it, and I don't really get anything out of this character.
Yeah, I don't need him to be sympathetic necessarily. There are movies where I like where the protagonist is not sympathetic. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Just am I going too far in saying maybe it's almost a self-insert for Romero, where it's like, because this guy doesn't have any personality, he's just the filmmaker. Is this Romero like trying to say something about his own experience?
It's like a self-insert character that he hates.
Yeah, I see it as Romero thinks he has a flawed, complicated protagonist, not like he hates this guy. That's just how I read it.
Yeah.
And then
I
I
think
think
part of it is maybe this is not comfortable territory for the characters that he usually writes, so he's a bit out of his element here. It's not coming off well.
I just think it's sad as it makes me to say, I think this is an older guy that's writing young people that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, and I think that was what I was trying to get at earlier when I was like, oh, he's older. Like he's that's why you can still go back to the original trilogy and get a lot out of it. Like I don't think you need to like feel weird that the same guy that made that also made this.
Well, it doesn't make me feel weird. It just makes me sad that
zombie tube.
it just makes me sad to see where his career went.
Yeah.
No,
Because
for
in many
sure,
ways,
for
this
sure.
duology is his swan song. Oh.
Okay, and then I wonder if the movie's just trying to do too many things, because there is commentary in this about like, oh, the more you record things, the more desensitized you get, and that's bad. But this is also a movie about power to the people and fight the news and fight for the truth, and the media lies, the news lies, and this is a noble effort because we're trying to tell people what's really going on. And I feel like he's spinning too many plates here, and nothing is really fleshed out enough.
That might go back to the point of where he's trying to put the commentary first and just failing at that.
Yeah. Oh, God. A Tale of Two Cities, and then he says the one quote that everyone knows from A Tale of Two Cities.
It was the best of times. It was the
Wait,
blurst
so the
of
mummy
time.
has just been hiding
Oh,
here the whole
fuck.
time?
Yeah, we had one scene of him earlier where he's on like FaceTime or something with his girlfriend. So this is where they've been heading
Yeah.
for a while, is because this guy's in like this big fucking mansion with the panic room and everything.
Amazon Prime just gave me $6, so I might rent a movie tonight.
Oh,
Hopefully, it's better than this.
Just rent this again.
You wasted your one rental.
No,
Yeah, I want to live in the reality where Romero directed Resident Evil and The Walking Dead instead of this.
I wouldn't mind. Even if we just keep the timeline mostly the same, I just wish he'd stopped after Land. I think that's a good, like, I'm done.
It's not a terrible place to start. It's a stop
To start.
to start.
That's his first movie when he was 900 years old.
When he was 200.
well, and The Walking Dead, he didn't want to do. If he actually did, I'm sure he would have. They could have easily gotten him to direct those episodes, especially when one of the main guys behind that show is Greg Nicotero, whose career starts with
Nicotero could have convinced
so
him.
yeah, absolutely. Like, no, that one was definitely Romero didn't care, wasn't interested.
Could have made him care.
What's with all the blood? Oh, my father shot a rabbit. Seems legit.
Yeah, during this apocalypse, sure.
You think this mummy guy is acting weird?
I can't see his face. Is that supposed to be scary? Am I supposed to be unsettled now?
To John's point earlier about how there's maybe like two conflicting visions, do you think that idea works better if we killed this guy like halfway through the movie and then it's just her being the camera person for the rest of it, and there's like a sharp contrast to the two and how he shoots it and how she shoots it?
Maybe.
Bringing that
I don't want to talk too much about it yet, because I know there's a couple big things left to happen, and I don't want to spoil them for Noah, because this is Noah's blind reaction of him falling asleep on camera. But
yeah. But even if that is the idea, I still don't think it works. I still think those montages don't work. I still think the flashbacks don't work. The slow motion, the music, like, just none of those choices I think work for this movie.
the fuck?
He's freaking out.
Oh. They are all dead.
And to your point earlier, John, there is a scene coming up where our protagonist here is clearly meant to be in the wrong and unlikable. I just don't think it's the movie wants me to hate this guy. I think what Romero thinks he's making is just a flawed, complicated protagonist, like he does in most of his filmography. Romero rarely has like squeaky clean, traditionally heroic characters as the lead.
Yeah, it's going too far in the flawed too. Yeah, there's nothing redeemable about this guy.
Or just likable.
Yeah. But I also think with the opening, with the setup of her finishing the movie, I feel like in that way the movie is on his side. That yes, he was doing the right thing in filming this stuff because we have to finish his work.
Well, but the problem is, I don't think the problem is that him is filming it. It's the links that he goes to is the problem. And we never have a real discussion. It's just somebody will tell him to put the camera down, he'll ignore them, and then the movie keeps going.
Yep. Oh my god.
Remember Land
the
of the
fuck?
Dead where they all go underwater and it's actually like really cool when they emerge?
Wait, is that water CGI?
Oh, god. Hey, did you see that zoom in on his hand with the blood from 5 seconds ago? Yeah, we're gonna flash back to that just in case.
Oh, is he a
Remember?
zombie now?
No, he's just dying.
Oh.
I do think the visual of dumping all these zombies in a swimming pool is really cool.
Yeah, but that water looked
And then
off.
just
I'm
walk
with
around in
Noah.
it. It didn't look good.
Was that CGI?
I couldn't tell.
The blood didn't look real. At least the blood looks CGI to me.
There's no way that they couldn't afford a fucking swimming pool.
No, what I'm saying is I think they probably just filmed that with them just in an empty pool and then added the water and blood in post. That's how I would guess they did
Why
that
would you
shot, but I
even
don't know.
CGI the water in the first place?
Yeah, you can't have people just walking around down there. They can't breathe.
Hold their breath.
Wow. Fucking Stanley
Or,
Kubrick over here.
or make dummies.
Dummy.
Dummies! Dummies! Oh, hey.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
See, this is what I
Oh.
mean.
He's
This is where I question what he's doing with his
This-
protagonist. He's watching his friend almost get murdered.
Run, Tracy, run. No, this is the scene where he's meant to be in the wrong, clearly. Remember that bit earlier? It's come full circle. He's chasing her through the woods.
Oh, he said,
And
I
so-
told
and-
you things move slow.
Yeah, and then, but he still catches up to her somehow. Her and the camera guy are hauling ass, and that zombie's keeping up with them. Also, we talked over it, but there's a bit where she's like, "It better not rip my dress open, so my tits fall out." And then, oh,
No.
the thing she said she didn't want to happen happened. And that's
And just a
funny.
second ago, she was like, "It's just like your Mummy movie."
Yeah,
Yes,
we know.
I
This
can
isn't-
see that.
Okay, there's something there. She just said, "This isn't your movie. This is real." I need that idea more at the forefront for more of this movie. That like this guy is so fucking far gone that like he's not seeing his friends as like real people anymore.
I
like, they
also-
are props.
This is just a
for his
personal
movie.
preference. I like a flawed protagonist. This flawed shouldn't be the protagonist. This should be a side character that the protagonist has to deal with.
I think that's fair. Also, we talked over
How
it,
could-
but
How could the camera pick up her audio from inside?
that is a great question. We talked
Yeah.
over it, but that when she says "you don't mess with Texas" and then the Yankee Doodle music kicks
That
in.
was fucking stupid.
With the implication being that's something the female
The
protagonist
female.
is going to add later.
The female.
What the fuck? What
No,
the fuck? her name
Robert
is? The
so
guy's
far gone,
girlfriend.
he's just like, no, it's the female.
It's the female. Hey, do you know their names?
Jordan's girlfriend,
Yeah.
the mummy,
Exactly.
and Texas.
No. So yeah, like oh my
Texas.
god, like this woman later, continuity wise, is going to be assembling this footage that includes her fucking zombie family, and will later get to a bit where her friend that ditched them says, "You don't mess with Texas," and she thinks, "Huh." In this movie, I'm trying to scare people with. I should add some Yankee Doodle music there for comedy
shit.
relief. That makes sense.
Talking about
Oh,
being tasteless.
it's very tasteless, and that kill's kind of fun. We talked over it. The guy came out of the bath, turned on the hair dryer, and then the zombie
Yeah, I
tackled him in
missed
the
it. Who
bathtub.
died?
Guy with glasses.
Oh,
Male died. Weren't you
The
paying
male.
attention? The male died after the scene where the
Yeah.
female was being chased.
Yes.
well,
No, like that. I mean, it's obscured as shit, but that kill's kind of fun. Imagine getting tackled by a zombie and the way you go out is getting electrocuted to death in a bathtub.
That's
that'd
how
be
I want to
peak.
die.
Shocking.
No, actually, I want to die by getting a scythe through one guy's head into my head.
That's dude. He didn't skip a beat. He was like, "Oh fuck, I'm bit. Okay, this is how I'm going out."
That's how I want to die. He's gonna come back. Yeah. No, this movie isn't survival.
Wait a
It's
minute.
diary.
My guy, you need to survive to edit the footage you've been recording and post it. Did you forget?
Did
Wait,
you
Why
forget the
you're
editing
recording this?
process? We were doing it earlier.
They did mention YouTube earlier. That's at least one reference that isn't dated, as opposed to MySpace.
YouTube was pretty fucking new back then too, right?
I know.
yeah. Oh
It was around for a
no.
couple years.
So the guy that played Jason, do you know what his very next movie was?
What's that?
The day the Earth stood still.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa. Okay,
from Fargo.
Jason was in Killers of the Flower Moon just a couple years
yeah, I
ago.
read that too, but I didn't remember.
I haven't seen
Or
that
he had
movie. I'm
that.
not
It's
interested.
a good movie. Oh fuck. So I think I don't know. We're doing something here.
oh
Like
my god, that was horrendous.
oh,
What the
You were-
fuck? That was the worst effect in this movie.
maybe.
That was.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
Well, it's like he chooses the camera over his own survival or self-interest. That's something. I think he has a line here where he says, "Shoot me," because get it, double meaning. He wants her to record his final moments, but I think the movie wants me to feel sad. Like because she's still his girlfriend, and it doesn't feel like a traditional comeuppance. It's
Yeah.
Michael the
Yeah.
Archangel.
It's oh.
Are you sad?
Robert, the glasses guy, do you recognize him?
I recognized him.
That
he
is
looks like one of the
Ragman
guys
from
on Better
Arrow.
Call Saul. Oh god, I haven't seen much of Ragman in that show. I missed most of those seasons. I was out by that point.
To be fair, he comes in season 5, which is the best of the later seasons.
Yeah, and okay, so here he's saying this is gonna be really raw and real, and my girlfriend's gonna fuck up this movie by adding.
But see, that's what I'm saying
sound
is,
effects
while
and
it's
music.
not there enough, I think there's enough here to justify saying the idea is he wanted to do a raw, unedited film, and she's went in and added all this crap.
So she's the bad guy? So I'm supposed to dislike her?
But see, that's where it gets complicated, right? Because I think that idea is there. The problem is that I'm on her side. Because he's an asshole.
It's about how the best directors are abusive dictators.
Well,
and, the people
Jordan
actually
is really
care.
on the level of Kubrick.
Jason. Isn't that his
Oh,
name?
yeah. Whatever the fuck it
yeah.
is.
Jason is Kubrick. And then the girlfriend is a lesser director that actually cares about people. So that's why she makes worse movies.
So I do think there is some interesting subtext there. But again, like we said, it's not brought to the front, and neither character is likable. So it's like, at the end of the day, who cares?
Mhm.
If I don't like your characters, I don't give a fuck what you're saying with the subtext.
Yeah, like if the idea was just don't trust the media, don't trust the news, they're hiding the truth from us, and this is about a group of characters trying to capture the truth and give the people what's really going on. Just roll with that. Just stay on that track. That's all I need this movie to be.
Yeah, this movie's not good.
No.
Oh God, was that a forced Shakespeare Julius Caesar reference? Because he just said "et tu, darling,"
Wait a minute.
like "et tu, Brutus" or something. Oh fuck, they're getting out.
I didn't even notice that. The pilot of the ship in Jason X, Lou, I think, with the hat, is in this movie.
Oh,
It just
Where?
says armorist, so he must be in that armory scene. I
okay.
missed him.
Oh, and remember Dawn of the Dead?
This what?
Remember Night of the Living Dead?
Oh. Oh.
This is terrible. Sorry, I've got no other thoughts.
Are we worth saving? You tell me. That's what this movie is about.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just nihilism.
Yeah, it's like classic.
I mean, is it
American
any more
stuff.
nihilistic than his other movies?
No. I just don't think that line was
That's what I'm
earned.
saying. Though. That's what I'm saying. That all this movie has to offer is nihilism.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And 5 minutes with an Amish dude, who is the best character. There is a
Yes.
5-minute masterpiece hidden.
That is, I can say with full confidence, that is the only section of the movie I will be rewatching.
It's wonderful.
Well, all right. While the credits are rolling, Robert, where does
Nicotero did the makeup for this.
No. It said he was just a producer. There's a separate
Oh.
credit for the.
Robert,
Actual
where
six.
does
Oh,
this
okay.
where does this rank for you in our made me watch series?
It's pretty low. Do you have a list on you?
Yes. What, you just want me to read off my list?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
So I have Donnie Darko as number 1. Saw 2, The Hitcher, Psycho 2, The Stepfather, The Game, The Stand, Saw 3, Doom, Hellraiser 3, Maximum Overdrive, When a Stranger Calls, and then in last place at 13, Diary of the Dead.
One of your own.
I know. I'm so
Wow.
disappointed. I thought this would be funny or bad. It's just boring bad.
It's only got a few funny bad moments. Yeah, this and Doom are probably the worst things you've made me watch. I mean,
Robert,
like,
Doom is good.
yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
From a certain point of view.
I might rather rewatch that over this. I'd have to look up and see how long that
Doom was
is.
much more entertaining at the very least than this is.
We had some fun watching it, yeah. But also, the 5 minutes with the Amish guy, I think, are better than anything in Doom, and that I will
No.
stand by. Noah, back me up here.
The first
Yeah,
person sequence in
1000%.
Doom is better.
That's kind of cool when you first see it, but
Oh.
it's nothing compared to the Amish man.
Noah.
But yeah, this is really bad.
Yeah. Noah,
I
of the ones you've been here for, where does this rank?
well, I can't remember all what I've been here for. I need to make a list. This
You both
would
can sign up for well, you already have one, but there is an app that lets you create lists and rank
No, I know.
them.
I know. There's this is probably near the bottom. I don't know if it's at the bottom. Well, it might be at the bottom. Uh, is this worse? Yes, this is worse than Maximum Overdrive.
Yes.
I can
Yeah.
say that kind
That has more entertaining fight. Like, I mean, it drags hard in the second half.
Yes.
It's not good, but there's more entertainment value in that than this.
Maximum Overdrive has like 5 scenes I'd rewatch. This movie's
Yes.
got 1.
All right.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
sorry, just real quick. If you're watching this after the fact, we do appreciate it. We will see you guys on the next one, and please consider hitting that like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys on the next one. If you're watching live, we're not quite going anywhere yet. Roberto, I do believe
Yes.
it is your turn.
To make you guys watch something.
What you got?
So yeah, I've looked at a few different options, and keep in mind we won't get to this for another 3 or 4 weeks, so hopefully this is still streaming at that point. But I believe neither of you guys have seen this picture. One of you might have, I'm not sure, but I am going to make you guys watch Brian De Palma's Sisters from 1972.
I have not. Is that a horror film?
Yes.
Oh, I've never even
yeah.
heard of it.
I have.
Okay, less you know going
Yeah.
into it, the better. Don't even look
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
synopsis.
I'm not
You
looking
got-
anything up.
You got a title, a date, and the director. That's all you need to know.
So are you wanting to do
I've
like a
heard of the
review
movie,
slash
I just-
discussion or?
Yeah.
Probably a review. Like, I'd like to see your guys' reaction, but only to like a couple moments. So we'll probably just do that as a review. I think it'll
Okay.
be better.
Yeah,
for
I've
that.
seen two
Because
De
they-
Palma movies, Carrie and Mission Impossible.
Interesting. Yeah, this isn't my.
He's a surprisingly like versatile director. Yeah.
That's true.
Carrie and Mission Impossible.
He also really loves Hitchcock. That's like the through line.
Yeah,
Through
he's
all of
just
it.
like sleazier Hitchcock De Palma.
Somehow, if you can believe such a thing,
Yeah.
if you believe such a man can exist. But no, it's a cool movie. It's interesting. I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. I saw this like a year ago, I think, pretty recently. I didn't know anything going in. It's Margot Kidder, I think, plays the main character. Yeah, this is like the only thing I've seen her in outside of Superman.
I wish you had just stopped it
Yeah,
right
that's
there. That's the
related.
only thing you've seen her in.
I mean, like there's a couple, but like off the top of my head, like I haven't seen a lot.
I know, but Robert, the
Kidder
joke
out of
is
silent.
that's the only thing you've seen her in because you've never seen Superman.
No, that's not what I said.
No. John was.
Okay, John. Okay, we're
Give me a
Robert,
second.
I said I
Give me-
wish
give me-
you'd.
I get it. We're done. Yeah, I get what you were going for.
You misheard him.
Yeah. I get it.
Anyway,
Okay.
But yeah, Sisters, 1972,
So next week is
and it is currently on HBO Max, so that's why I picked it, and hopefully it's still
Got it.
there by the time we get around to it.
all right.
So
Yeah, I'm
next-
looking forward to that one. I don't know anything about it, but yeah.
next week is I almost said Friday the 13th for some reason. Scooby Doo. I believe we have about 8 episodes to watch. Robert, send me over that list at some point this week, so I can make sure I have access
I'll
to
find
them.
it.
No, I assume you'll be there for that.
Yes, unless I'm not able to get access to those episodes. but I should
Oh.
hopefully. do
Yeah,
that.
they may have taken it all off of Max.
I was just gonna say I didn't even think of that about that until just this second. So.
Yeah.
Just buy the
But-
whole series.
We'll
Noah.
get to it.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about it.
If that's just me and John, that's fine.
And then the week after that we'll finish. I think we're gonna finish Stranger Things.
Yes, and then after that we have the Frankenstein
Yeah.
double feature to do.
And then beyond that, I don't know.
Sisters.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out for this boring slog of a movie. But we don't ever have to do this again. We did it. We're done. Yeah,
We'll see you next time for our George Romero zombie ranking, where we have to watch this again.
Damn it.
We're gonna make Noah watch this for 24 hours straight.
Oh no. Why
Anyway,
me?
I don't know, because I'm gonna make Robert watch Salem's Lot 2024 for 24 hours straight, because he annoyed me earlier. Anyway, we are not gonna do a second movie tonight because I have other plans. But we will be back to Sunday to possibly finish Resident Evil 4. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up a poll to see if they want us to do the DLC first or swing back around to it and play the Quarry first. So we'll let the community decide how we
That's a good
handle that. Because I know Noah's just dying to play the Quarry.
I'm dying to see the choices Noah makes.
Yeah.
And how many characters survive.
Well, and I'm going to put exclusively in that poll, Noah's making the choices.
Yes.
Only me, not Robert.
I've already played the game.
He's already played it. You haven't.
All right. I just know
Robert
for,
Robert
like,
will be your
Telltale,
cheerleader.
I just know for like Batman Telltale, we like switched off. I don't know if we want to do.
If
something,
Robert
but-
wants to make a
Yeah,
choice,
but-
he can chime in, but I'm going to be
Sure.
asking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Telltale Batman I hadn't played before.
Yeah.
Oh, Alright,
Don't worry, because
so-
Robert and I on our own will be playing Telltale's The Walking Dead. Although, Robert, I may be self-indulgent, and when we get a chance, play season 1 again on Sundays, because I want Noah's reaction to season 1, because that's still one of the best
It's
point
really
and
good.
clicks. Do you know anything
Okay.
about that season?
Not really.
Okay. So we may swing back to season 1, but no, Robert and I are going to try to finish 3 and 4 at some point. But yeah, we will see you guys Sunday for Resident Evil 4. I'm not going to throw that poll up yet because I don't want to promise that we're going to finish 4 in case. You never know. But we'll see what happens. Have a good night, everybody.